What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon, back at it again with another crypto video. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. If you're new here, subscribe, bell icon, get notified when I post new videos because it's all time sensitive. In today's video, we got to talk about why the cryptocurrency market is down almost 6% today alone. If you guys didn't see, I'm sure you have. If you're into crypto, you've been paying attention. Gary Gensler testified in front of the financial CMTE hearing yesterday, talking all about cryptocurrencies, talking all about what constitutes securities, or really not really telling us, not giving us clarity, claiming he's giving us clarity, but really being grilled by everyone on this hearing yesterday. So we have to talk about that. I, of course, collected some of the highlights, some of the most important things so you guys can see. And then, of course, we got to talk about what's going on with rate hikes. Looks like we're going to have another rate hike. So stay tuned until the end so you don't miss out on any of this important information. As always, first things first, let's take a quick look at the crypto market. Now, as you guys can see, like I said, we're down 6% on the day. Of course, the global cryptocurrency market cap is still doing fantastic. We're still above $1.2 trillion. Bitcoin still staying strong. Of course, dipping now down back under $29,000 for the first time in the past couple weeks. But it's still relatively strong. Considering at the beginning of this year, we were under $20,000, up almost, 85% since the bottom, around $15.6 thousand. So Bitcoin still resilient, still strong as ever. Of course, you guys already know when Bitcoin moves, the market follows. That's why everything's pretty much down today. Ethereum down 8% on the day, back down under 2K. Still looking strong though. Moving on down, XRP still almost at 50 cents. Cardano still above 40 cents. Things still look great. Of course, in the short term, if you just got into the market last week, you're probably going crazy. But if you've been in the market, right now is the accumulation time. Of course, no financial advice on this channel, but right now it's accumulation time. Right now, we are trying to accumulate as much Bitcoin, as much Ethereum, as much Cardano, as much of whatever your favorite coin is, leading into the Bitcoin halving event, which is supposed to be around 1 year from the date of today's video. So as we've seen, if you believe in the 4-year cycle, which is still the valid cycle, right? Has not been invalidated yet. Around the time of the Bitcoin halving cycle, when the mining rewards for Bitcoin get cut in half, that is when we see the most growth for Bitcoin. And of course, when Bitcoin moves, the market follows. Bitcoin rips, then all the altcoins follow suit. That's what's going to happen in about a year, maybe 2 years from today. Mark my words, it's not financial advice, it's a promise. I guarantee it's going to happen. Because it's scarce. That's why Bitcoin was created in 2008. Out of the financial crisis of 2008, unlimited money supply. We can turn those money printers on. US dollars can be printed out of thin air, which dilutes the purchasing power of the dollar. That's why Bitcoin was created. That's why we love it. That's why we're in this space. So as long as you remember that, you keep your eye on the prize, I guarantee you're going to remain bullish. But of course, everything pretty much down today. What are you going to do? That's the ticket of admission with crypto. Volatility. It goes up, it goes down, but the trend is your friend. And the trend is Bitcoin will continue to go up as time goes on. Now, of course, why is the market dipping? Well, the market is dipping because of this, guys. Because the Federal Reserve is most likely going to come out in how many days? 13 days, 17 hours, so about 14 days, 2 weeks from today. They're going to come out and they're going to raise rates. That's what they're going to do. How do we know this? Because something ridiculous like 90% of the time, CME has come out with these predictions. They've been correct. Now, it looks like 83% of analysts from the CME group are concluding that the Federal Reserve, when they come out on the FOMC meeting, they're going to raise rates by 0.25%. Now, they have been right so many times, and I don't want to count them off. It just seems a little strange to me that they are actually going to come out and raise rates yet again. We saw the collapse of Silvergate, SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, First National Bank, and the list goes on and on and on. All of these banks crumble because they're over-leveraged, holding bonds issued by the Federal Reserve, the federal government. What is going on? These banks are holding bonds. When we go to pull our money out of the bank, what do they have to do? They have to sell the bonds. And as these rates continue to go up, the bonds that they've been holding, which they've been accumulating over the past 15 years at close to 0% interest rate, what happens? They have to sell them at a loss because now those same exact bonds are on the market 12, 15 times the interest rate as those bonds that they're now selling. That's why they're selling them at a loss. Now, of course, this creates a hole in their balance sheet. And that is why when everyone goes to the bank to pull out their money, crumble, 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 the banks come crumbling down. And of course, Gary Gensler would like you to believe that those banks went down because of cryptocurrency. But you guys know the truth, and so do I. They went down because of bonds and the rate hikes. So, of course, rate hikes are coming. There's going to be an 83% chance that we see a 0.25% rate hike. And, of course, that's why oil is down, what, 2% today? We also have gold and silver taking a nosedive, right? Down almost 1%. Silver still holding pretty strong. Platinum still holding pretty strong. But gold down about, 0.5%. Palladium down about 2%, which is pretty big for precious metals considering they're basically stable coins. And of course, the cryptocurrency market, more risky than gold and silver. That's why they're down significantly today, almost 6% on the day. So that's why the markets are down. Of course, we also had this news that the SEC labeled Algorand and 5 other tokens as securities in this lawsuit between Bittrex, which was one of the biggest exchanges in the United States not too long ago. Now, even though the SEC came out and labeled these tokens as securities, it had no effect on the market. The market is not dipping because of this. The market is dipping because of this CME validating everyone's fears that they're going to come out and raise rates again. So I think it's absolutely hilarious that I see a lot of people on Twitter saying that this is the reason why cryptocurrencies are down. No, it's not. It is not. So that is the first thing I wanted to talk about. Just clarify to everyone that the reason why the cryptocurrency market is down is because rate hikes are coming. Now, when the rate hikes come, what does that do? That tells investors to hold dollars. But of course, we have big money making big purchases in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency positions. I hope that you guys follow the trend of the smart investors, the venture capitalists that are investing in crypto right now because they know this is a beautiful opportunity to get cryptocurrency at a discount. Not financial advice, it's just common sense. But of course, our emotions sometimes override our intellect. That's why we make stupid decisions. That's why we sell our positions at a loss. That's why most retail investors, what do? They buy high and sell low. When it's common sense to buy low and sell high. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Time to learn from our mistakes. If you guys bought high and you're still in this, you still believe in crypto, you better be buying now. Because this is the time we're all going to look back and think, how stupid were we not to be accumulating as fast as humanly possible? But of course, everyone's in a different financial situation. So I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to say, now's the time to accumulate. I remember seeing everyone talk about Cardano when it was at $3. Now it's at 40 cents. I don't hear a peep. I remember everyone wanted to get in at Bitcoin when it was at $64,000, $65,000. Now no one's talking about it. These are the times to be accumulating, growing your portfolios, and waiting for the halving in the next cycle to begin. So hopefully that's what you're doing. Before we end the video, I did want to show you a couple videos of Gary Gensler testifying in front of this group. It's just hilarious. So here's the first one talking about Ethereum. Let's go ahead and press play. Of course, dirty, rotten Gary Gensler won't answer the question. This is why people hate this rat. He just won't give a direct answer. And that's probably because, why? They're in the middle of a lawsuit with Ripple. And they're probably going to be losing that lawsuit. And once that happens, what's going to happen? It's going to open the floodgates for all these cryptocurrencies. All these institutional investors that have been weary and scared and hesitant about investing funds into the cryptocurrency market because they don't have regulatory clarity, regardless of what this weasel will try and tell you. This weasel pretends. He pretends that there's regulatory clarity and says all you got to do is just follow the rules. What are they? What are they? He will not tell you. Here's another clip of Gary being absolutely ripped. So I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Does it concern you, by the way, that your approach to the digital asset industry is actually driving this industry out of the United States?
trying to drive it to compliance, and if they're not complying with the laws, then they shouldn't be offering their products.
Reclaiming my time. Madam Chair, I would like to enter into the record this Wall Street Journal article from April 14th, 2023, detailing China's ploy to open its banking system to crypto firms in an effort to seize an opportunity created by our hostile regulatory environment, which, Mr. Chair, you're a big part of.
Without
Look,
objection.
Chair Gensler, FTX was domiciled abroad and so is Binance, yet American consumers still had access to both. You can't really think that pushing this industry abroad is going to protect American consumers when it hasn't several times in the past on your watch. You say the crypto market is rife with non-compliance. However, existing SEC rules make no sense for blockchain-based companies, and following them would actually kill these businesses. Your regulatory style lacks flexibility and nuance, and as a result, you've been an incompetent cop on the beat, doing nothing to protect everyday Americans, pushing American firms into the hands of the CCP. Your intention to work against SEC mission and put American investors in harm's way has been made very apparent, sir. It's been a year and a half since you've appeared before this committee. You need to answer to Congress about the issues that you've had with the SEC staff union, the work environment you've cultivated.
You get it. Homeboy's just not doing his job. Let's watch this next clip. This one right here just makes it absolutely clear. Let's go ahead and restart this.
Directed long series of.
Let's get it.
Chairman Gensler, your record of failures to protect investors and abuses of power make it clear that we need to restructure the Securities and Exchange Commission. Failures are many, but let me cite some of the abuses. You average more than 2 rules proposals a month. You provide inappropriately short comment periods. You have unworkable and unlawful ESG disclosure mandates on the market. You have essentially a Hotel California rule for crypto where you can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. You have endless discovery with no resolution and no clarity for the captives in the market. You have unworkable proposals for overhauling equity market structure, a de facto ban on crypto through proposed custody rule. You have high staff turnover, unhappy people leaving your office, and unhappy companies and capital leaving our country. To correct a long series of abuses, I'm introducing legislation that removes the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission and replaces the role with
Bye, Gary.
that reports to the board where all authority would reside.
That's exactly how it should be. There should be a separate regulatory body for cryptocurrency. People that maybe understand what crypto is. And then one last clip I'm going to show you guys. And actually, I forgot to include the clip where they tell Gary, they ask him, Gary, were you the SEC chairman under the FTX collapse? Yes, he was. Why didn't you do anything? After meeting with FTX and SBF twice, how did you not see this coming? And then again, Gary, were you the SEC chairman during the collapse of Terra Luna? Yes, he was. Why didn't you do anything to protect investors then? See what I mean? Dog shit. That's what Gary Gensler is. And the last thing I'm going to say is this, because this is my final point.
Hey, real quick, last question. I think it might have came up. You were Hillary Clinton's CFO in the campaign.
There it is.
Were you? Yes or no?
2016.
Did you facilitate the payment for the Steele dossier since you were CFO of the Hillary Clinton campaign?
Sir.
Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes or no?
That was not.
You're under oath, Chairman Gensler. Yes or no?
I know. It was not something I was aware of.
Now, if you guys don't remember the Steele dossier, that was the debunked fake Russia hoax against Donald Trump. And that brings me to the final topic of the video, which is this. I've done my best to remain completely neutral on politics on this channel. You know, I don't care who you support. That's up to you. I really don't care. I'm in crypto. We're all in crypto. The beauty of crypto is everyone, all walks of life, any political background can be a part of this system. But here's the sad reality. It became completely evident yesterday that Democrats are against crypto. Democrats are against financial sovereignty and financial freedom in the United States. I wish it were different because I used to vote Democrat all the time. But unfortunately, that's the sad reality of the state of affairs of the United States of America. If you guys don't believe me, I'm going to go ahead and link this in the description. Coinbase.com/public-policy/legislative-portal. I'll go ahead and throw it down below in the description. You guys can come in here and see for yourselves, you know, what the different congressmen and congresswomen think about crypto, okay? And a lot of them are negative. There's some positive, some, but not many. And a lot of people that are on this positive leaning chart yesterday outed themselves in this congressional hearing and showed their true colors. They're against crypto. Probably the only crypto they want is a CBDC, which means they can control your life. That's all I have for you guys today. Don't believe me, like the beautiful saying in crypto goes. Don't trust, verify. You guys have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are. Dylan is out.